Firsties. Today I'd like you to get out your math packet, which looks like this. And today we're going to work together and we're going to do page 16 and we're going to do page 17. Okay, so we're going to start taking those 2-digit numbers and we're going to add them together, and we're going to start looking at just the ones place again and thinking, can I make a 10? And then what do I do once I make a 10? Where does it go? How do I find out the answer without counting on my fingers? All right, so let's look at this together. And this says sometimes you can make a 10 when you add 36 plus 18. Step 1, draw blocks on a mat. So you can draw a straight long line for your talls and like little squares or dots for your smalls, or you can use your 10s and 1s blocks that you have at home. And it's telling me the number's 36. So for the number 36, I drew 1, 2, 3 talls, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 smalls. And that's, I'm gonna put it up here so you can see, a 3, and a 6 for 36. So it's almost like doing my TO trick. And then for 18, I did my 1 tall for the 10 and 18, and I did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 small. So I'm going to write it again. 1 and 8 for 18. Okay? So when I look at that and I have 6 and 8, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I take all of these, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I have 10 ones. So I know I can trade 10 ones and I can bring them back over here and make another tall or another 10. And that leaves me with, let me get a different color, leaves me with 4 ones. So now I have the original 1, 2, 3, 4 10s and the one more, which makes 5. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to say that 36 plus 18 is 54. And if we look over here, just like we talked about, I went from 4 10s to 5 10s, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4 left over. So I have 5 10s and 4 1s, okay? So let's look at it like this. And this time when we think about it, we can use our thin cloud, and we're gonna look at our 2 and our 9 first. And I'm gonna think, does 2 plus 9 make a 10? Well, I know that 9 plus 1 is 10. So there's gonna be a 10 here and 1 more left over, because 9 plus 1 equals 10, and then 10 plus 1 equals 11, which is what 2 plus 9 is. So now that I have a 10 over here, I have 3, 4, and 1 more 10 is going to equal 5. So that's going to give me 51, right? Because 2 and 9 is 11, and then 3 and 1 is 4, and 1 more 10 is 5. The same thing here, right? Do you need to make a 10? Is what it's asking us here. If I have 2 1s and 1, 2, 3 10s, do I need to make a 10? I only have 2 in my 1s place, so my answer would be no, right? There's not enough to make a 10 there. Now this says draw blocks to add 17 plus 13. Do you make a 10? So I can do my blocks. I can say for 17, 1 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can say for 13, 1 10 and 1, 2, 3. Now if I count just my dots, just my smalls, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that makes a 10. So I would say, yeah, that makes a 10. So if I took all my smalls together, they would give me one more 10. So that would give me 1, 2, 3 10s. And if I count that by 10s, it's 10, 20, 30. So that would give me 3 10s, or the number 30. Let me show you another way. So if I did 17 plus 13, like we've been talking about, seeing if we can make 10s. And what we do is we do a little TO trick. And I say 7 plus 3. Oh, what's 7 plus 3? It's 10. So if it's 10, I'm going to put a 10. Oh, it's upside down. Sorry, guys. I'm going to put a 10 in my think cloud over here. So if I have 10, I don't have anything else here because I moved it all over. And I have 1, 2, and 10 more. So 10, 20, and 1 more would be 30. So there we go. All right. It's going to get easier, I think, when we don't use all the lines and just real numbers, but in case you don't have all your math facts down. All right, so that was this page, page 16. Now we're going to do page 17, which is kind of a quick review page. And if we need to go over this again on Thursday, we can do that too. All right, so look at these. You know what these are. Alligator eats the bigger number, right? So a bakery sells 67 apple muffins. They sell 62 banana muffins. Which sentence shows the correct way to complete the numbers? I'm sorry, to compare the numbers. I'm reading upside down. So is it 67 is less than 62 is less than 67 because the alligator is eating the bigger number? Is it 62 is greater than 67, but then the alligator is not eating the bigger number? Is it 67 equals 62, which means they're the exact same number? They're not. Or is it 67 is less than 62 and the alligator is eating the smaller number? That doesn't make sense either. So alligator always eats the bigger number, so 62 is less than 67 is going to be your choice for this, right? But I know you guys know that already. Then if you look at number 2, let's do this one together. Darcy buys cherries to make fruit salad. Count the cherries. How many cherries does she buy? I see a lot of cherries here, so what I'm thinking right now is every time I count 10, I want to circle them, and I want to group my cherries by 10s. Okay, so let's see if we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so that's one group of 10 of cherries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's another group of cherries. Count the next one with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 3 groups of 10 of cherries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's another group of 10 cherries. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cherries left over. So now let's count these by 10s and then count on by 1s. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to say that Darcy has 44 cherries. And right here is my answer, 44. So that works. Great job, firsties. All right, look at number 3 now. Lakita uses 15 oak leaves and 20 maple leaves for a project. How many leaves does she use in all? Write an equation to solve the problem. And then you can use your blocks if you need to, or we can do our thin cloud with our 10s and 1s. All right, so let's look at this again. And it tells me she uses 15 oak leaves and 20 maple leaves. So the and there means I'm going to put them together. So I'm going to do 15 plus 20, and I'm going to do my little TO trick here to help me, which we learned several weeks ago when we were still in school. I got to do it this way so because I can't write upside down all the time. 15 and 20. And if I look just at my 1s, I have a 5 and a 0. Oh, well, I don't need to make a 10 because 5 plus 0 does not equal 10. So I'm just going to add my 1s I'm going to add my tens. So 5 plus 0 is 5, and 1 plus 2 is 3. So that means she used 35, and she needed 35 leaves for her project. All right, I hope you did well with this today. If you need to play the video again, you can. If we need to do some more practice, we can do that together at another time, okay? I'll see you tomorrow, Firsties.